Welcome back to today's episode of EB Soulful Conversations. I'm your host, Tanae, and if you're someone who's seeking to grow closer to God while also focusing on personal growth, wellness, and creating a better lifestyle, then this podcast is definitely for you. So make sure to subscribe because each season I am going to drop some powerful episodes where we dive into how you can combine all of these elements to better understand who you are, how you become the person you are today, and how you can start seeing yourself the way that God sees you. All of this is about stepping into a life of purpose. So if that resonates with you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I am so excited to have you on this journey with me. So today we're going to be talking about the power of daily habits. Are you someone who's ready to boost your daily routine? Or are you ready to start building some life-changing habits? Then you're in the right place. You know, we all hear about those big wins, but today we're going to focus on how it's the small things, the daily habits that really set the foundation for success. It can be that you're working on your health, your mindset, or even a relationship. No matter what it is, those little everyday choices add up in a big way. I'm talking about the habits that you may not even notice at first, but over time, they shape who you are. So let's get into that. We're going to talk about why daily habits matter. And you might think like, Tanae, I'm trying to get my best life in order. I want everything to go well for me, but I feel like nothing's happening. And I hear you because it's easy to feel stuck. It's like you're doing all the right things, but not seeing no result. The thing about it is, it's not about that one big action that gets you there. It's the small, consistent habits you build every day, and then those habits begin to grow. And if you really think about it, success isn't a one-time thing. It's the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. So if you're looking or working towards a big goal, like getting fit or maybe advancing in your career, it could be even building a stronger relationship with God. The little choices you make today determine where you're going tomorrow. And I'll give you an example. I used to think I could get results from like an intense fast or like this quick spiritual reset. But what I learned is it's not about that at all. It's about the daily commitment that I'm putting in. And if you want to grow spiritually, it's not just about the one big fast that we do or maybe the big two fasts we do each year. It's the consistent moments of fasting, the consistent moments of prayer and seeking God's direction throughout the entire year. And there's a scripture that comes from Matthew 6:16. It talks about how Jesus is speaking to us about fasting in secret, saying that when you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show men they are fasting. Truly, I tell you that they have their perfect reward in full. But when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face so that it will not be obvious to others that you are fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. The reason why that scripture comes to mind because it's not about the external signs, but about our internal commitment. In the same way, spiritual growth comes from daily moments. It comes from fasting. It comes from prayer and devotion, not just that one-time effort. Oh, that one-time fast. You know what I mean? Those habits shape everything. When you're looking at spirituality in every area of our life, it's going to help us to grow and to be better. Trust me, I know every small thing we do counts for a bigger win. And if we move forward, we need to talk about how to build those lasting habits. We've got down to why, but how? It's not easy. Some may say, oh, start doing something every day. But how do you actually make that stick? How do you get past the days when you just don't feel like doing nothing? And I mean, we could start small. We don't have to, like, if you want to work out or get fit, you try to put in a whole hour. You try to do this strict 30-day fast. And sometimes we got to hold up. We need to start with something that's achievable. If you're trying to meditate, aim for 5 minutes a day. Just 5. If you're trying to work out, start with maybe 15 minutes. I mean, I promise you, once you show up for yourself consistently, it'll start to feel natural. But you don't want to put too much on yourself where you're not making achievable steps. And something that really helped me when I was starting out when doing new habits. So I like to eat my breakfast every morning. And I love to drink water. The water is everything to me. So I wanted to get into like this habit of practicing gratitude and just writing. So what I would do was I would eat my breakfast, get my journal, and begin to write and drink, at the same time. And the more I did it, the more it became a habit. And it worked. I would just, each time I come to work, if I'm eating my breakfast, then I'm also writing in my journal. I mean, I could have been scrolling through my phone and eating, but instead I'm writing and eating. So that's just one of the routines that helped me. Through it all, consistency is key. Even on those tough days, you know what I mean? Like when you're tired, when you're busy, you don't feel like it. Those are the days where showing up, even if you don't feel like it, that's when it counts the most. That's when those habits become automatic. And over time, those small actions add up. And you'll begin to see that shift in your life. And I'll be real, like habits, they're not always sunshine. It's tough. You might fall off track. Please understand that is okay. That doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're human. We all have human experiences. Even when you try to be consistent in the morning, sometimes you wake up and you feel like you can crush it. You can do this, and this. And there are other days where you're tired and you just want to lay in bed and you'll hit the snooze button. You'll forget to do everything that you planned and you feel like you failed. But here's the thing. It's not about showing up trying to be perfect. It's about being consistent. So when you fall off, just start again. Pick up where you left off and keep going. Don't let that one slip make you feel like you got to give up entirely. We all struggle. Shoot, I struggle. But the beauty of habits is that every day is a fresh start. And every day we can continue to do it over again. And I love that. But I'm not going to hold you. I want to wrap it up. But before I leave you, I do want to challenge you with something. I want you to think about a small habit that you've been meaning to start. Or maybe it's a habit that you've struggled with. It could be something like drinking water or maybe setting aside 5 minutes to pray each morning. Whatever it is, take one step today. No pressure. It's just one step. And here's the thing. If you mess up tomorrow, that's okay. The key is to just keep going. We're all in this together. Well, I do thank you all for joining me today. And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with somebody who you think could use a little encouragement. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a review because I do want to hear from you. And if you feel like you want to hit me up on social media, please do that too. I do want to know about your habits, your journey, how things are going. Until next time, remember to keep showing up for yourself. Keep building those habits. You got this.